don't want a doctor. I just want you.
Malia having such a good time over there.
They said propose, good man. They in our business, huh?
They can get all in their business. Y'all
They
want?
can get in our business.
They can get all in our business. Just like on the show. Be transparent around here.
I said, it's a prize. Aren't you the prize, babe? It's a good prize.
I'm telling you. I don't know. You speak it. Am I?
You are the prize.
Now y'all had
Arionne Curry has once again put herself right in the middle of conversation, and this time it is because of something she said during her latest live. In this live, Arionne made it clear that she sees Martell Holt as the prize. Yes, she actually said Martell is the prize, and the way she spoke about him made it sound like she truly believes it. Now, this statement has shocked people, not only because of her words but also because of what it reveals about how she sees herself and her role in Martell's life. Many viewers are left asking the same question: how can she see him as the prize after everything that is played out in front of the world? During this live, Arionne said Martell is the prize because he has been helping her with nursing school and because she feels he is a good man. She wanted people to understand that she values what he does for her, and in her mind, that makes him a prize. But the problem is that Arionne seems to ignore or overlook all the messy things Martell has been involved in. She does not seem embarrassed about the way he has treated others, including his ex-wife, Melody, and she certainly does not seem embarrassed by her own role in everything. Instead, she proudly calls him a prize, and even Martell seemed to enjoy hearing it. He smiled, agreed, and played along, but many people watching could not believe it. When Arionne said those words, Martell is the prize, it gave people a look into how she thinks. Instead of calling herself the prize or recognizing her own worth, she gave that title to Martell. This is what shocked so many, because most people believe a woman should see herself as the prize. She should see her own value first, but in Arionne's world, she seems to believe her worth is tied to Martell. It is almost as if she feels validated because of her connection to him, no matter how complicated that connection is. And the saddest part is, she did not even hesitate to say it. She looked comfortable and confident while saying it, which shows that she has built this belief in her mind for a while. People have been quick to point out that Martell has not exactly shown himself to be a prize. His marriage to Melody ended in scandal, cheating, and embarrassment. His relationship with Arionne has been on and off, filled with drama, fights, and public humiliation. He has been seen harassing Melody, even while Arionne is with him, and that alone shows the lack of respect he has for the women in his life. Yet Arionne wants the world to believe he is a prize because he supports her financially and because she has convinced herself he is a good man. This shows how deep she is invested in her fantasy of who Martell is, rather than facing the reality of what he has done. What many people notice is that Arionne does not carry any shame in how she positions herself. She has never been embarrassed about being the other woman. She has never backed away from the fact that her relationship with Martell was built while he was married to Melody. She does not even appear embarrassed when Martell publicly denies her or when he chooses to chase after other women. Instead, she stands firm, even defensive, and now she calls him a prize on top of everything else. To many, this shows that Arionne is not only deeply attached to Martell but also blinded by her feelings for him. Looking at the bigger picture, it is almost certain that Arionne will not leave Martell on her own. No matter what happens, she seems to hold on tighter to him, and this has been the pattern for years. She has already shown that she will stick by him through lies, humiliation, and public criticism. She is not worried about how people see her. She is not worried about her reputation. She is not worried about how messy things look from the outside. What she is worried about is keeping Martell close, even if that means sacrificing her own dignity. If anything, history shows that if the relationship ever ends, it will not be Arionne who decides to walk away. It would have to be Martell himself. If Martell were to wake up one day and decide he no longer wanted her, that would be the only way the relationship ends. And even then, it is hard to imagine her letting go easily. She has already invested so much of herself in him. She has stood by him even when he embarrassed her. She has defended him even when he did not defend her. She has carried herself as though her whole value is tied to him, and that makes it clear that if Martell leaves, it would leave her broken. The fact that she calls him a prize tells us just how far her mindset has gone. She is not seeing reality the way most people see it. She is not focused on her own value as a woman, as a mother, or as a partner. Instead, she is focused on building Martell up as someone to be admired, even when his actions have been anything but admirable. This reveals a lot about her self-esteem and how much she has wrapped her identity around Martell now. When she explained her reasoning, she said Martell was the prize because he was putting her through nursing school and because he was a good man. But people listening were left asking themselves how she could ignore everything else. A good man does not cheat for years on his wife. A good man does not publicly humiliate the woman he claims to love. A good man does not disrespect the mother of his children. And yet Arionne wants the world to see Martell as this great prize because of the support he gives her personally. That shows she is not thinking about the bigger picture or the reality of his character. She is thinking only about what he does for her in her small world, and she is using that to define his value. This live also revealed something about how Martell and Arionne function together. Martell seemed pleased when she called him the prize. He did not push back. He did not laugh it off. He allowed her to say it and accepted it. That shows that he enjoys the validation she gives him. Even if he has embarrassed her countless times, he knows she will always lift him up and make him feel important. This might be one reason why he keeps her around, because she strokes his ego and makes him feel like a man of value, even when others see through his behavior. The sad truth is that Arionne seems trapped in this cycle with Martell. She does not want to let go because she believes he is her prize, her reward, her support. And as long as she believes that, she will keep herself in this position, no matter how messy it looks from the outside. People can criticize her all they want. They can call her delusional, they can call her foolish, they can call her embarrassing, but she will not change her mind because her mind is already made up. If Martell were to leave her, it would devastate her. She has already shown she does not want to live a life without him, no matter how toxic that life might be. And that is why many believe that if this relationship is ever going to end, it will be on his terms, not hers. She is too invested, too attached, too dependent on him. She is holding on as though he is the only thing that matters, and that explains why she called him the prize in front of everyone. The biggest concern people have is that Arionne is wasting her life and her energy on someone who has never proven himself worthy of her loyalty. She has wasted years being tied to him, fighting for him, defending him, and now she continues to place him above herself. If she ever wakes up one day and realizes the truth, she will see that she has given her best years to a man who was never going to value her in return. But right now, she cannot see that truth. She is blinded by the idea that Martell is her prize. And so, once again, Arionne has become the topic of conversation because of her own words. She did not have to say it, but she did. She did not have to declare Martell a prize, but she chose to. And in doing so, she reminded everyone of how deeply she is stuck in this cycle with him. For her, Martell will always be the prize, even if the rest of the world sees something completely different.